So, hello everyone, let's continue solving MEXT exam, Math B 2012, question 1.5, okay? So he's telling you that P is n squared minus 18n plus 77, and for a natural number n, and P is bigger than 0, and P is prime. Then P is equal to what? So the first thing, we are going to write this in another form. What do I mean by this? So first, if you take if you solve the second degree equation, minus b, so minus 18 plus or minus the square root of 18 squared. 18 squared is 324. Let me do it step by step so it doesn't be confusing anyone. So minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4 multiplied by a multiplied by c divided by 2 multiplied by a. But a is equal to 1, so this is what I did, okay? Minus b plus or minus square root of delta divided by 2a. This is what I did. So this part over here will equal to 16, okay? If you do the numbers, 18 squared minus 4 will equal to 16. So 18 plus or minus square root of 16 is 4 divided by 2. So 22 divided by 2 is 11, or 14 divided by 2 is 7. So you have these two answers over here. So what we can do with this is we can write this in another form. What do I mean by this? So we can write it n minus 7 multiplied by n minus 11. The 11 and 7 are these roots over here. If you test it, like if you take this number n multiplied by n squared minus 11n, and here minus 7n and plus 77, if you do this, you will go back to the question that we had, okay? You will go back to n squared minus 18 n plus this. So this is the same thing. Why did we write it this way? Because now we can use the properties that he gave us in the question. What do I mean by this? Well, first of all is that p is bigger than 0. Okay, so this is something. And the second is that p is prime. What do I mean when p is prime? Well, p, this is equals to p, right? So p is prime. So p can be only one thing. It's either 1 multiplied by p to equals p, or p multiplied by 1 equals p, or it might be p multiplied by p equaling, no, it would be equal to p squared, right? So yeah, so these are our conditions, right? So this part is either 1 and this part is p, or the opposite, because p is prime, so the numbers that multiply it must be 1 or itself, right? This is what a prime number is. So let's see it. Let's use this condition first. Let's see the first condition, like if this was 1 and this was p. So n would be equals to 8, right? Because n minus 7 would be equals to 1, so n would be equals to 8. So 8 minus 11 would be a negative number, so this does not apply for us. Okay, so the second condition is p multiplied by 1. So this part would be p and this part will be 1. Okay, so let's see this. So n minus 11 would be equal to 1, right? So n would be equal to 12. Okay, the 11 goes to the other side. 11 plus 1 equals 12. So now over here, so p is equal to n, which is 12 minus 7. Okay, so 12 minus 7 is 5, right? 5, yes, 5. So p is equal to 5, and this is our answer.